Hey, this is Umbrain Capital back with a quick video update. This is just a continuation of my general idea that FTT token, the native token of the bankrupt FTX exchange, I believe it's going to revert back to the price that it was at that time, which is $22 in the first instance, $44 as a liquidity run. And this video is just going to be a price comparison between the FTT charts on general crypto exchanges and on Binance, because if you zoom in here, you'll see that Binance took FTT offline. They closed the market for it on the 15th of November 2022, a couple of days after the bankruptcy was announced. And then the next daily candle is the 22nd of September 2023. But obviously it was trading on other exchanges. So if we go to that date, it was this candle here. And funnily enough, if we put a horizontal ray on that candle, you'll see it basically is the median line for the accumulation that happened. And then it came back online here in September 2023. And then, a short accumulation under that median line created by the candle of the day that Binance took it off. If you're following me, the other exchanges obeyed that as they basically oscillated around that average. And then, 2 months after it came back on Binance, we get this markup initially out of this accumulation. No, I did think that was going to continue to 22, as was the general thesis, but I didn't realize that they were going to bring it back down for essentially fractal this pattern. And you can see that a clear acceptance of that level, which generally precedes a markup. And on the weekly time frame, it's kind of confirmed by the volatility bands. It's getting caught by the short-term mean and the long-term mean on the monthly time frame. It's quite a nice setup on multiple bases for FTT. But the point of this video is to actually show how. So what I did was these lines, accumulation high and accumulation low, refers to this accumulation that we showed when Binance was offline. I wanted, since this price obeyed that line as like a median point and oscillated around it, so the market makers were keeping price there on purpose to respect Binance. Why? And this setup in its own right on the long-term time frame is absolutely beautiful. It's reminiscent in a way of Bitcoin in 2019. Picture this kind of dump, initial impulse, gentle retest into this level, acceptance. I'll go to Bitcoin in the weekly, way back when. Actually, daily will show it better, but you can kind of see it there. Actually, I'm going to go down to the daily just to make the point, because it's actually quite a beautiful chart. Wonderfully controlled market making. Whoever was in charge of Bitcoin here was doing a fantastic job. But you see the same thing. Markdown, initial impulse, gentle retest into that initial impulse, and then markup away. FTT on the weekly time frame is doing the exact same thing. So we just exit replay mode, go back to FTT on Binance. It's a beautiful chart, and I expect the same retest of liquidity here. I haven't even gotten to the main point of this video, which was how Binance respected so in the first instance, the other crypto exchanges and market makers, who I assume there's multiple in FTT, quite a scummy operation, all things considered, but that's not for a YouTube video. Let's stick to price. Anyway, in the first instance, the other exchanges respected where Binance had essentially left price when it took the market offline in November 2022. And then in the reverse, when Binance came back online, it has respected the levels set by the other market makers in the meantime. So this accumulation high and accumulation low refers to the highs and lows of the structure that was put in when Binance was offline. And then I've also marked FTT last price and FTX, which was basically FTT was taken. I wonder, can we still see it? You used to be able to just type in FTX, FTT, USD. It'd be great if they have this still. They do. They do have it, right? So we can go to the 4-hour time frame, and you can see that FTT stopped trading on the 12th of November 2022 at midnight my time, which is UTC. So that was the last price. So I wanted to effectively capture that as a relevant data point. Last price, and you see price basically oscillating around it, under it, and test into it, and another rejection. But I expect that level to get accepted, and that will be confirmation to me with all the other signals that have been generated by this setup. This price action over the next couple of weeks, if it can get above the last price and kind of turn it into support, this whole volume level, it is what it looks like then. And you see on a volatility basis, the cap is 44, which actually coincides with the April 2022 breakdown, which I've talked about with regard to other assets multiple times. April 2022 was a big retest because it was the last swing point, basically, March, April 2022. That's why, look, when they punched into it here, I figured that might have been the top, but obviously they had other ideas to go a little bit higher, and then still going higher still. But that's for another video. This is really meant to be on FTT because I think it's about to become apparent to the mainstream masses that FTT is a viable trade again, but it's too late. Like, it'll be at 6 or 7 before that idea gets accepted, and then what, you're getting a 2 or 3 to 1, which is still good. Like, but being in here at 150 average is looking for 22, and then 44 is the play. So people still in disbelief at this being a credible trade idea, but fundamentals aside, even the price action is absolutely gorgeous for both setups. Like, that's gorgeous in its own right. Volatility support about to break up. We'll like to see support on the orange long medium term mean. So much space to play into, and so much logic and reason for it to happen as well, with the distributions about to happen for FTX customers. So this is on-brain capital, just reiterating the idea, but the ultimate point of this video was to show how Binance then respected the other level. So FTT low, that's where it basically found its initial accumulation before that markup, which is this after all of this. So that's all you see. It goes from here to here on the Binance chart, and then a retest into that. But look at the level, wick into where the FTT low on the FTX pre bankruptcy. So the ultimate low when the shit hit the fan was about 107 or something like that. But the whole point is we're looking for FTT to find support on this level as a confirmation of all of this, everything we've just talked about, and then it's about retesting these levels on a macro basis. So it's on-brain capital. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope it was helpful. Not investment advice. Manage risk. There's another video on the channel for that if you want to get involved in the markets, but I'm not advising you to do so, and you do so at your own risk. But nevertheless, hope you found the video informative, and I'll catch you in the next one.